DMRs in Battlefield 2042 are really rough, and besides the SVK, we didn't really have much of a choice. But that got a nerf as well, and that was basically the end of DMRs. But after a lot of testing, I found a really good setup for the DM7. And in today's video, I want to give you guys a quick guide on how to use this gun the right way, as well as the best setup possible for it. But before we get into that, make sure to like to help the video get out there, and also subscribe for more content if you enjoyed. Now back to DMRs. The DM7 at start really doesn't feel like a solid gun. It's quite slow when firing and the damage is underwhelming. But with the setup I'm about to show you, the DM7 will be a very good medium range weapon. And the best part about is that it's the first unlocked DMR, so no unnecessary grinding needed, and the attachments needed for it are low level as well, which is just perfect. So without further ado, let's just get into it. For the scope, I use the standard holo or a fusion holo, as they don't cover a lot of your screen and helps with target tracking a lot more. You could also keep a 3x in the plus system, but I feel like the visual recoil for this gun it's a bit too much. For the barrel, I like to use the standard one, mainly because it doesn't affect the range, recoil or rate of fire, which are vital for this gun. For sure, you can use a compensator, but it doesn't do much when it comes to the kick of the gun, and the same goes for the long barrel. Also, even if it helps with range, it decreases the rate of fire, which is not ideal. Next, for the mag, and this is the most important attachment for it, because it has the biggest impact on the weapon, I use the close combat, as it helps with recoil control, reload time, and rate of fire. It does reduce the range a bit, but we are making this gun good at medium range, so it doesn't bother too much. And lastly, for the grip, I use the Cobra grip, as it helps with recoil while standing still, but keep the laser sight in the plus system, as it could be really useful in close quarter situations like breakthrough game mode. So after a lot of testing, I found this setup being the most effective, and if you guys have better loadouts for this gun, please put it down below. I really want to hear you guys loadouts. The setup I showed you has mostly vertical recoil that kicks in after the 4 or 5 shots, and it's really easy to control, but I would recommend not spamming this gun more than 6 shots at a time, unless you are really close to a target, because the visual recoil can really affect your tracking, but 5 shots mostly is enough to take a player out, especially if you manage to hit headshots. You can drop enemies so much faster because this gun has really good headshot damage. This gun is very good in game modes like Conquest, where fights happen more scattered around the map and you don't have to fight a whole team at once like in Breakthrough, but it can be really effective on defending side in Breakthrough as well. I would recommend using this with defensive specialists like Irish with his cover shield or Boris with his sentry, that is really helpful for defending position. Even with specialists like McKay or Sundance, because they can get you into positions that are hard or impossible to get with the other ones. Basically, this gun can be really effective while playing cover. I would not recommend using this gun for run and gun, at least not now. If by any chance DICE will increase the damage a bit more to the DMRs, it will make them a lot more viable, and people definitely will be starting to use this more often. But that's it for today, guys. I hope you enjoyed this. Please comment down below if you guys are using DMRs at the moment or you just gave up on them. I know 2042 doesn't have many guns, but it really sucks using like only the PKP and the LCMG and AK and stuff like that. So I guess we should give DMRs a chance as well, just to have a bit more variety in the game. But that's it for today, guys. I hope you enjoyed this. Don't forget to like to help with the mighty algorithm, subscribe for more content, and I'll see you all in the next one.